Okay, let's do a quick breathing exercise just to get us all going since we're all starting off today. So if I can ask you to put your hands to the side, big breath through our mouth, hold it, and when we clap, let it go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good.
Feel
We're
better
ready.
already?
We're together. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Very good. I'm setting my timer. Okay. Howdy. So, howdy is an informal, friendly greeting, particularly associated with Western states. It's a kind of a linguistic, cultural nuance. Uh, when people greet each other with this term, it creates a sense of informality, comfortableness, that, hold on one second. Very good. That we as a communications and management team want to continue to develop on. So if I can introduce us briefly, we have Bensu, Jonathan, Nissan, Shivani, and Tefik. So I'd like everyone to look at this picture, this wonderful picture, and see how many just cultural identifiers you can find. We have a Danish flag, Swedish flag, a pizzeria, linguistic, visual cues. This is a kind of immigrant food vendor in Sweden, and they have positioned themselves in a way where they are all-encompassing to all cultures who might see them in that area. West Columbia has a type of cultural nuance that can be cultivated and is being cultivated with initiatives like the Meeting Street Arts Market. As a management team and communications team, we want to work to look at a macro analysis to supplement the other teams that are data collecting and create an overall view, a 30,000 feet view of a structure that can benefit everyone going forward and keep liaison with Ericsson and the arts market stakeholders. And how that looks as a structure, all of our research teams are spread out, and each member on the communications and management team has a personal research task, competition analysis, macro analysis, team collaborations, and our ultimate goal to develop a business strategy for the arts market as a whole. So while people are looking at data and collecting on vendors, customers, and our core research focus, building the immigrant food vendor options, we can then start talking about milestones. Milestones are prevalent in Colombia. This is an old trading city into the early American history. And milestones, I think it's beautiful. It shows you how far you've traveled and how far you have to go. So what does that look like in this project? Well, we'd like to do some business strategy development and SWOT analysis, Porter's 5 forces, building a business model canvas for the arts market itself. This is going to take the whole breadth of everyone's talent and collaboration. And early on, we want to find a way to find some cohesiveness between the data that we were going to collect from this. And so looking at it as a business, we want to restructure some of the ways we look at how consumers in this area come and interact with the vendors there, and how it can be refined and really have a hands-on approach to the type of dialogue we want to create to a market research, cultural analysis of this area and project. So how we do that? Well, there's a macro analysis of South Carolina, and we have team collaborations, but we also want to benchmark international exposure. We have a lot of students, because due to COVID, working internationally and remotely, who have a plethora of international market experiences and how they look all over the world. This is the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, Turkey. It has its own codified way of shopping there, of bargaining there, and these are kind of fresh ways we can look at how the Meeting Street arts market functions. Additionally, there's local examples such as Soda City, we know, parking logistics, the way consumers enter, where the food is located, what kind of products mix that the vendors are offering. These kind of data and questions that each group is going to talk about today is going to form this grand picture that we want to present. And something we all have to think about is this new normal post-COVID life. How does regular research project that we start beginning our observations and developing key findings, how is that affected and changed by COVID? Should we make note of that? And when we're developing a 1 to 3 year plan, does it keep benchmarks and performance indicators that take note of changes that need to happen depending on how COVID laws change. So that'll be interesting to research. This is our Gantt chart. We have our competition analysis, macro analysis, business strategy, and our team collaborations. And looking at the rest of the semester, we have a lot of overlap, as you see, but it's a lot of cumulative building data. At the stage we are in now, we're setting timelines and putting when information is going to come in at the best rate. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time and for allowing me to share our presentation with you.